welcome to Oliver's 2-month update. How crazy is that my little boy is 2 months and I am 2 months postpartum? We have a lot to talk about as there has been a lot of new milestones and things happening with him this month, which has been super exciting. So I'll get right into it. Firstly though, I do want to show you Oliver because, oh my goodness. Hey. He just had a feed, so he's a little bit like awake, but awake and milk drunk. If that makes sense. You gonna chill with mommy? Huh? He's looking at it like, what is that camera? First thing I want to talk about is that he has been smiling since 5 weeks. So the first time he smiled, I knew that it wasn't a gas smile. It was completely different. His whole face kind of lit up. Hey. And he just like is the happiest boy. Especially in the mornings, he'll wake up and just be smiling all the time now. Look, he's doing smiles now. Hey, you show them. You show them. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my heart just melts, guys. So like, he'll just smile all the time. And it's so good to finally get some interaction from him because it feels like, oh, he keeps smiling at me, guys. It's so good to get some interaction from him because I feel like I was just changing nappies and just being a cow for so long, and it's so good to be able to actually be changing him and talking to him and he actually smiles at me. And I feel like he tries to mimic our sort of like what we do with our lips. Like Reese will sort of pout his lips and he'll try to pout his lips back, or I'll poke my tongue out and he'll poke his tongue out as well. It might not be because of us, he might just be doing it, but it really does seem like it is because of us. But yeah, when I'm smiling and laughing or something like at him, he will definitely like smile, and he does kind of like a like back, like it's not a giggle, but it's definitely like, it's kind of like a gasp, but like a happy gasp, if that makes sense. Speaking of gasps, he's making lots and lots of noises. If he's in a good mood, we just lay him down. He's got a play mat now. He'll just lay there and just kind of make cooing noises to himself, like he's kind of just talking to himself, which is super cute. And he's crying a lot more, sort of fussing a lot more, but the cries are kind of, it's only mainly in the evening he gets really fussy. And they're not like, he doesn't cry for like ages. It's just basically he just cries and he wants to be held, or he cries and he's hungry or something like that. It's not like he's colicky and just crying for hours on end. So we're actually quite lucky, but the fussiness is quite annoying. We sort of will put him down and try to do something and he'll like sort of go down in the evenings and then want to be picked up all the time and held. But I really don't mind because usually like once I pick him up after he's sort of had a whinge, he'll do a big smile right at me straight away, and then I'm like, ah, my heart, it's okay, whinge all you want. We're still breastfeeding. He's never tried formula, so we've been breastfeeding for the whole 2 months. Yay! Yay! So it's a big achievement for the both of us. He's still latching really well, everything's going fine, it's hurting less, and he's feeding during the day every sort of 2.5 to 3.5 hours. Sometimes it's 2 hours depending on how he feels. At night time he'll go about 3.5 to 4.5 hour stretches, which is really good. Sleep wise, it's really hard because we go to bed really late, and basically I feel like I'm in sort of a routine where I've been going to bed late and sleeping in, and I sleep in with Oliver, so he sleeps in as well. So he goes to bed late, although he's sleeping, we might be downstairs, and because his bassinet's upstairs, we don't put him in the bassinet sometimes until about 12 o'clock, but that's because like that's usually right after his last feed, and then we're going to bed too. So like I don't feel comfortable just leaving him upstairs when we're downstairs. I don't know, that's probably silly, but he sleeps in his little swing thing that he has downstairs, which he loves to nap in and rock in. So yeah, that's really helpful. Get a swing. He's also now showing interest in like really high contrasty toys and noisy toys. He'll just sort of stare at them. Even like my doona cover, as you can see, is like the black and the white. He'll just like stare at that. He's just staring at, like stares at faces. He just looks right into my soul, guys. Like it's, oh my god, it's just too much. But he just stares at everything, don't you? Yeah. He is fitting into mainly now 0 to 3 month clothes, which is 000s in Australia. He does still fit into a couple of newborn / 40s, but a lot of them are getting too short on him. Like width wise they're fine, but he's a really long baby. And he is also in infant size nappies now. So we're not in newborns anymore. And they're really like, they're still like a little bit big. But the newborns were definitely too small. We're having a couple of leaks. But yeah, so we're going pretty good with nappies. We're using Huggies. I have tried the Aldi nappies because we got given some, and I feel like they're really good during the day if you can change them really frequently. But at night, like, you don't want to use those. They're not absorbent to me. Like when he had done a wee, I felt like it was really wet. With a Huggies, he does a wee, and I feel like it really sucks in the moisture straight away. So that's just our preference. Huggies are a bit more expensive, but I just feel like that's because they work. His weight, a couple of weeks ago, oh, it must have been about a week ago, I weighed him and he was 10 pound 5. Isn't that crazy, huh? You're a big fatty. He was 7 pound when he was born. So in 8 weeks he has put on like 3 pound 5. So that's pretty good. It's good to know that my breast milk's actually doing that all on its own. We are using a dummy, hey, but that's because I just feel like he gets so fussy in the evenings, and it just soothes him. So I'm completely pro dummies. I try not to put it in during the day if he's just awake, like oh, big yawn. Like if he's just in a good mood, I'm not going to shove the dummy in, but if he is really whingy and I need to get something done, the dummy works a treat. His eyes are blue, like nearly exactly the same as mine at the moment. They have a darker ring around the outside. Let me see if I can show you. You gonna look? In normal lighting, his eyes are blue. His hair was looking a bit gingery at the start, but I feel like it is... What was that? Huh? What was that? You talking? His hair is brown, and there's a lot of it. We like to spike it up, that's our do. But yeah, so it's crazy. I just can't believe it. He almost rolls over now too. Like he'll get right up onto his side and then sort of fall back down. He is like this close to rolling over, and it's crazy. Also his eyelashes are a lot longer now. His legs are just like they're just chubby. And he's fitting into, like, he doesn't fit into his newborn socks anymore. So his little feet, he's got his little Winnie the Pooh socks on, his little feet are getting bigger, everything's just happening. And he fits in his car seat a lot better. We haven't had one really bad drive. He always falls asleep in the car, which is awesome. But when he is hungry, he'll whinge a little bit, but usually Reese will reach over and stick the dummy in, and then we're all good until we get to where we need to go. There we go. So postpartum, I'm feeling 100%, guys. Basically, like, I feel like I can do housework again, because last time I wasn't able to do anything. Since I've been able to do housework, I feel so much better. My incision is completely healed. It is still red, but they say that it fades in time, like most scars do. I'm just feeling really good. Basically, I don't know what else to say. There's not much else to update you on. I weigh 52 kilos. I was 51 kilos when I got pregnant with him. So almost back to normal. My moods I've been feeling a lot like my normal self again. I don't know, I just feel like my hormones are a lot more back to normal now. Bleeding has stopped and that's all good. And I'm not on any contraception at the moment, so I'm trying to figure out my options with that. Obviously still using protection, other protection, but yeah, not on any proper contraception because you can't go on the combined pill while you're breastfeeding. So I was tossing up the mini pill and the bar, like the rod in your arm or the depot shot, and I'm just a little bit, I don't know how I feel about putting all these crazy things in my body. I just don't want to screw up how I'm feeling at the moment, because a lot of them cause mood swings, and I just feel like I'm in a really good place at the moment. Whoa, oh my goodness, that stinks. Woohoo! I don't know if you could hear that on camera. He just did the biggest poo. Anyway, I guess that's where I'm gonna leave you guys. So, say bye, Ollie. Say bye. He's not looking. We're gonna go change this pooey nappy and have a play. Yeah. Alrighty, bye guys. Thanks so much for watching. Catch us next time. Ciao.